And Wingus Dingus, first victim for Imp Sushi sins. Congrats. Hey lolbit, quit hiding in my ports.
Give me my fucking Bowser communism. Yes!
There, guys and gals, and all you sick weirdos in between.
Although the story has been updated for our show, it's based.
Stop kick!
Did you think this one was based?
Yo Neon Lemur, sup? Sushi's app proof?
Oh no!
Real, hearty, rustic, wholesome Italian food. Rich with tomatoes, nice texture, the meatball.
Solid 6/10 war crime.
Linguine.
Egg on sausage McGriddle?
Lovely.
That's like putting Goomba in Mario Kart. Imp, zap incoming if you serve that slop. Face with steam from nose high voltage. Live from Imp's chaotic kitchen, he's out of ass but got rice for sushi rolling mayhem. Don't fuck it up, or I'll zap ya, Imp. Chat, let's feast. Rocket sushi.
Well, that's certainly an introduction there, Death Cube. He's out of ass, but he's got rice for rolling sushi. He was probably trying to do a Duke Nukem joke. I'm here to roll sushi and kick ass, and I'm all out of ass. Also, yeah, I see you guys. I see you, motherfuckers. How's everyone doing? Lolbit, Neon, Wingus Dingus, how are you guys all doing? Let's get a couple bread clips in there. Everyone's doing just fine today. Today we got some sushi. Actually, let's just put you back in here. Let's put you back in here. We are doing sushi today, everybody. It sounds like the rice just dingle dangled. But is that the second batch? Or wait? Yeah, that's the Texas one. Okay, we're here. That was Tori, ladies and gentlemen, one of my lovely assistants today. The other lovely assistant, my very own mother. All right, we are here for some war crimes with sushi. We are about to disrespect an entire nation's cuisine. But first, let's get our shameless plug out of the way. You guys know I drink Dubby. My favorites so far have been kind of like the sours and the citrusies. A new flavor they just came up with is their sour gummy bear flavor. It's actually really, really good. I'm a big fan of it. And yes, I drink this stuff. You guys out there in Chatland, you guys can type !Dubby to get the link. This stuff, again, like this stuff's great. You can get a discount with my code. Yeah, there it is. There it is, right there. Dubby.gg is the website. They sell energy drink mixes. And they also sell some various merchandise. It's pretty neat. There's some pretty cool stuff. Joltnator, what's up? Do it. This stuff is actually really good. It's really good. This has got a great flavor. It's got that nice mix of sweet and sour. Highly recommend. My favorite flavor is still the Japanese yuzu. It's a great flavor. I love anything yuzu flavored. I'm actually a little sad I couldn't get my hands on any yuzu for this stream because it would have been an absolute like gem of a flavor for all of this. So we're gonna go ahead and move on though. So yeah, you guys out there, !Dubby, go to dubby.gg. Anything and any item in their warehouse that's not a collaboration flavor, because they do anime collaboration flavors with Crunchyroll. They got 3 of them right now, I think. Solo Leveling, Frerin at Journey's End, and Chainsaw Man, which, again, like, I've got 2 of those right here, actually, where had 2 of them. I drank all of one. Here's the Frerin flavor. It is a honeydew and white grape flavor. I don't remember what the Solo Leveling flavor was, but the Chainsaw Man flavor was blood orange, and that was delicious too. Like, holy shit. Just make sure you keep this stuff well stirred. It's delicious though. Absolutely incredible. So, today, ladies and gentlemen, we are doing sushi. We're gonna roll it out. We've got 4 special things that we're gonna do today. 4. We got a couple of rolls. We got Hero Himmel the Hero drank this. You know, that's a good one. I'll give you points for that one. Can I get a mod to pin that one? Pin that one for me, please. That'd be great. Also, hi Joltnator. How you doing, man? We're having some good ones today. The only thing that I ask of you guys is I still love the redeems. Just try to minimize like hard spamming the redeems and sounds and other videos and stuff. so we can kind of like focus a little bit more on the stuff. Like there's gonna be moments where it's like, you know, it's appropriate. We get the reveals, we get the other funny times. Just, I don't want you guys to just sit there and like at the end of Ocarina of Time, where it had like literally 11 straight minutes of spams. Hi, Tori. Hi.
Yotorishima_Eve. Sup?
Tori over there just trying to slide into my DMs. Alrighty, so first things first. First things first, actually. Let's slide this camera right on down. Alright, it's a little creaky. Okay. We want to focus right on the table, right? So we want a nice focus right on the table. 11 minutes of redeems, yikes. Yeah, that was actually what happened too. It was like non-stop. And it slowed down and I was like, come on guys, you gotta pick up the pace. It was just great. So, we got a couple of things. Where's my sugar? Sugar! Sugar. So, how much do you guys know about... How much do you guys know? Be honest, right? Right back to the center of the table. How much do you guys actually know about sushi? For those of you guys who don't know, sushi is not the fish. Sushi is not raw fish. Raw fish is actually sashimi. Sushi is the rice itself. There's a few types of, like, there's a very particular type of rice that you can do for it, but generally speaking, the best kind of rice is a short grain white rice. You can buy it at the store. It's usually labeled as sushi rice. So that's actually what we've got today. This seems like it's almost ready. So, oh, that's actually still got, girl, that's got water in the bottom of it. Am I crazy? No. Yep, yeah, that's right. Well, first things first, I want to keep that a little bit warm. You want to keep your rice nice and warm, but the first thing you gotta do, I have, I need a bowl for the seasoning. All right, so first things first, we gotta make our sushi seasoning, right? Okay.
Yo Joltonator, sup? Don't botch the sushi.
Let's see, so learn how to make sushi rice from a Thai joint. We don't remember how to make it anymore, but I used to make these big ass batches of awesome rice. Remember getting it right and being so proud when they were like, yep, that's right. Yeah, it's sensitive. It's sensitive. There's a lot of moving parts to it. You get like some temperature stuff here and there. Jolt says, all I know is you gotta do a pH balance or you kill everyone and you use a little bamboo thingy to roll it and it's stupid hard. Oh, this bamboo thingy? Yeah. We got bamboo. I'll showcase this all later. We got some sushi nori, toasted seaweed. But the first things first is let's make sure that we get this. It's actually pretty easy. The ratios on this are not hard, actually. So first things first, we're gonna do 4 tablespoons of rice vinegar. 4 tablespoons of rice vinegar is a rice wine vinegar. Very, very simple. You can get this stuff. You can just get this stuff at basically any grocery store. And then we've got a tablespoon and a half of sugar. Yeah. All right. Tablespoon and a half of sugar.
Yothik Naitofni, roll tight sushi.
You're right. Tablespoon and a half, not a teaspoon and a half. What's that? So this is a tablespoon and a half. So I've already done
Yothira, save me from imp sushi disasters.
Yeah, so that's a tablespoon. And that's a tablespoon and a half. You're right. Hi, Knight. I was just about to ask if you have sushi rice ready, then I saw the vinegar. Oh, another bread clip. I see the bread clip. So we'll put you off to the side. Let you just kind of sit for a second. And then we need the salt, which is just 1 teaspoon of salt. And we'll mix that real well. And then we've got our secret ingredient. We've got our secret ingredient. So let's go ahead and mix this up real well. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna add a little, like a half teaspoon, Can you put the towel over the top of that? Just to keep that from spraying everywhere. And we're gonna be doing about. What's up, Initial 2? How you doing? Also, a bread clip for you guys. All right, and then we have another half a teaspoon. We're gonna do mirin. This is not a traditional ingredient, but this just adds a nice little extra sweetness to it. Mirin is a sweetened rice wine. We'll just add that right in, and then we can set this back off to the side. Now also, this also expects us to kind of heat this up just a little bit to help all the salt, sugars, and everything else get in there. So we're gonna go ahead and put this on heat for just a second. And while this is heating up,
whoa, Fira_missed. 120 straight streams of Imp's chaos.
Damn!
You're a legend. Imp, I'm tempted to zap you for boring them this long. Keep it up. Rocket.
Thank you so much, Fira. That always means a lot. Thank you so much. 120. The record right now is 135, I believe. 135. Unfortunately, Amin Raz not going to be able to make it today. So that streak has been broken, which is unfortunate. It's unfortunate, but life happens. You know how it goes. So next step, while this is heating up, we're going to take our rice and we're going to put it out on a tray. And we're going to kind of spread this out a little bit. We got all this rice here. Now, where's my tray? It's down here? Yep. Oh. We're going to take our rice. We're going to set this out on a tray. Scrape it out. Ooh, that hardly sticks, not at all. Ooh. Chat, that's almost perfect. Look at the bottom of that. It's like almost no stick at all. I'm gonna set this here and move all this out of the way real quick, like.
Hey, Spring Draco.
Spring Draco.
Roll that sushi right.
All right, now that we just wanted to warm it up. It is steaming a little bit, so we'll let that sit and cool down while I get this going. So what we do, actually, and this is gonna make this a lot easier rather than trying to do this and fold it all with the paddle. I'm just gonna go ahead and do this. Food nerd, yes, I am a food nerd, thank you. I see another bread clip. Give me just a second on that. Should have 4. We also prepared a little bit of, let's see, what's the best way to do this? Just put it all in here and then pour it back in, I think. Yeah. So we prepared a little bit when we were doing testing, but this was not enough. So I wanted to showcase really like how to properly do it all. So we're gonna go ahead and just pour all of it in here. Set this aside for later, because we may end up using it again. And kind of just carefully mix that all up. And then we're gonna pour this very carefully back into the bottle. I'm gonna go ahead and just do it over here. Well, so much for carefully. At least I did it over the board. The reason I'm doing that over the board is that's what's going in here anyway, so go ahead and wet my hands a little bit with this stuff. So I'm gonna do this with my hands. It just makes it a little bit easier. It gives me a little bit more control. You want it spread out. You want to spread this out nice and even. We want to help it steam out everything. There is a proper ratio to all of this, right? How'd you get my bowl all the way over there? There we go. Rice still seems a little... Yeah. So when you're doing this properly, the rice will seem a little bit wet as you mix it. As you let it cool down and it steams off further, then it will get its sticky back and it'll seem a little bit less wet. That's the plan. And it is indeed still steaming off. You can actually see it pretty well. So we're just gonna carefully let it go. We're good. Hopefully, by the way, you guys are having a good week. Hopefully you guys had a good weekend. Made yourselves a plan for the week. You know, it's never too early to start planning for the weekend. Never too early to start planning for the weekend. Remember, don't do spice, don't butt chug. Don't ask that question. That's an old joke from our time, my time in the Navy, because we had a watch officer, like, because there were incidents, right? Like, there were incidents in the military with people that they definitely were doing things they should not have done. There was a guy that actually killed himself because he butt chugging. For those who don't know, and again, this is do not do this. Once again, this is bad. It can kill you. There was a stint of time where it got kind of popular among younger people and reckless people, where they would essentially ingest alcohol by putting it up their butt. Yeah, it's real bad. Don't do it. There was a guy in the military who he got alcohol poisoning and just died.
Spice must flow into those sushi rolls. Spring Draco. Imp, don't skimp or I'll zap your lazy ass.
Much like the
Doing it right.
Doing it right. Okay, this is starting to get nice and sticky as it's cooling down. This is actually working pretty well now. I kind of like this. It does need more time to cool down a bit, but seems to me as if we got the appropriate measures out here. So let's go ahead and spread it out. This does need time, absolutely. Now is about the time when I could just take the paddle and kind of start spreading it out further. So I'm going to go ahead and deglove. Don't take that the wrong way. That's another word that's got bad connotations. Don't do it. I believe that's actually like a kind of like a medical emergency connotation. Oh yeah, there's the sticky. That's the sticky. So let's go ahead and deglove here. We're gonna go ahead. Take this. Carefully spread this out as much as we can. Maybe I did actually add just a little bit too much. Someone clip it. Anyone else getting strange feeling watch and handle large stimpy.
You're gonna love my nuts.
Next up, Cenobite Imp shows us how to make croissants. Oh, we have such wonderful things to show. Where my fellow nightmares at? Cenobites. Oh, where's Aol? He would love that reference. He would absolutely love that reference. In the meantime, ew, I've got white sticky powder on my hands. If it's not one white and sticky, it's another.
Oh no! Oh no!
Oh, that's great. Nicole, wow, hello! What's going on? How's it going, Nicole? How many are we at? 3 or 4 bread clips? 3, 4, or sorry, 4, is it 4 or 5? We'll find out in just a second. Did my thing break? Oops. I bet it did. Wait. Four. I think the bread clip definitely broke. Yeah, it broke somehow. I don't know how. But we're at 4. We're at 4 bread clips, guys. How's it going though? How are you doing? We're waiting on this to just cool down a little bit. So while we wait on this to cool down, we're gonna go ahead and do a little something else. We'll set you aside right there. We got that. We don't need any more of you. Not for now. So what we got? We got, of course, Spring Draco. That is not. How long are you planning on going this afternoon? Probably 2 or 3 hours. So now we got something nice and easy. So while we wait on that rice to kind of cool down a little bit, keep sticking up. Spring Draco, that command is !bread. It only works on the YouTube side, and on Twitch side it is just the command. Yeah, there it is. I'll do that in a sec. My hands are a little fishy right now. So we got fresh sashimi grade tuna. So what we're gonna do, I'm gonna take another container. We're gonna take another container. We're gonna do this. Actually, let's do this part first. We're gonna marinate our tuna. We got some good stuff here. We got some nice good stuff here, right? So let's make sure we get it all in the family photo. Where's my sesame oil? Here we go. We got the whole family here, right? So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take this container, we're gonna load it up with a bunch of goodies. Warframe fun times with a cool night. Debating something, wanted to make sure you'd be able to be around after cleanup. I should have some time. I was actually debating after cleaning up, potentially having some time to do some mouse PI tonight. Because otherwise I wouldn't be able to do it until like Saturday, and it's already been a pretty significant amount of time. Plenty of soy. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna slice and marinate this tuna to make little marinated sushi bits. Now those. Again, like this stuff, the Tabasco brand sriracha, absolutely choice. Absolutely choice. Definitely wait for another Tuesday or even a Wednesday. You know, hey, we'll talk about it. We'll talk about it. Little fish sauce, just a splash. Sweet chili, yes please. This stuff, this My Ploy, they sell this at a lot of like slightly more high-end places. And it's really, really fantastic, right? Okay. And then Kikkoman brand soy sauce. This is Kikkoman brand tamari. It's a gluten-free alternative to traditional soy sauce. Because soy sauce traditionally is brewed with wheat. So we got this. And Kikkoman, as far as like tamaris go, Kikkoman is probably the closest I've ever had to traditional soy sauce. It is the closest. Like if you're not gluten sensitive, I just, you know, when gluten and wheat and things are in absolutely everything, right? And you talk about like gluten sensitivities and everything else, tamari is your alternative option. Okay, that's actually pretty good. All right. So let me wash my fish hands again. I can smell that rice. You have a gluten weakness? I do not, Gwei. I
Yo,
don't.
weight
Also,
92. Imp sushi looks zappable.
I do not, but we actually use tamari at work because of people that do have gluten sensitivity. Because a lot of people don't realize that soy sauce is a product that has gluten in it. So it's just easier when I've already kind of gone like 8 years at the place I work at, and everyone's just like, well, there's soy here, soy there, this, everything else. I might as well keep using the. We'll actually get back to all of this stuff later. I might as well keep using more tamari because it's what I'm used to. Also, 3 more bread clips because you guys are crazy. I love it. Thank you guys so much, by the way, for popping in. I'm hoping that you guys are not just finding things fun, but informative too. So, I'm gonna go ahead and just slice this right here. And we want nice, reasonably thick slices. We're gonna just do like 5 or 6, and we'll use this sparingly. I'm gonna set this back in here, tie this back up for now, put this back in the fridge, and we'll deal with this stuff later. I got a nice healthy amount of tuna for everything that we're doing, so that you guys can hopefully enjoy what we've got here. But what we got now is we're just gonna carefully like set this in our marinade and let this sit and just soak up all that delicious Asian persuasion. Right? So then we can let this sit. And this won't be very long. So let's go ahead and do this. Clean off my knife. I don't need it right now. I don't need it just right now. So.
You're gonna love my nuts.
Oh yeah, that's right. I think I can hear Tori drooling off camera. You might. She might be. Are you drooling off camera over there, girl? All right, so now we're gonna get back to this. Where did I put it? Where did the bottle's here? Yeah. Now, I've found in my experience it's a little easier to handle all the rice if I just kind of gently wet my hands with the vinegar mix. It makes it much, much easier to handle the rice if I can take the rice. You see how it's starting to really get nice and sticky, right? So now, that's a little too much. Let's go with this. So we're not letting this marinate too long, right? So realistically, this is already almost ready. Would you do me a favor and get me a small brown plate, please? So what we're doing now, we're making ourselves a nice little rice patty. This is tuna nigiri, which is not a roll. This is a much more traditional style, like piece of sushi, right? So let's cut a little bit more off of that. No, actually, this is probably good. Okay. Yeah, let's go ahead and just roll it back. I'm just being a little bit crazy. So we'll do a couple of these to show off, and I'll have one for the family photo later. We'll just pop it in the fridge. So now you've got. got this, right? And we'll do another one for posterity. You know, remember, like, I wetted my hands with this vinegar mix. It's already started to kind of soak into the rice, so my hands are starting to get sticky again. So, I can probably do this again, just to help keep my hands moist. Moist. Be honest, guys, how many of you guys have problems with that word? Or how many of you guys know people that don't like the word moist? I'm curious, right? I'm curious. I almost want a poll in chat. Which reminds me, I need to find some way to resupply on Tamari. Replace my vermin decimated. Oh, no, that sucks. I'm so sorry. So we got these, right? Wash up my hands for the 18th time. Okay. This makes me moist. Oh, I can see the face. Oh, no. So. Now we got two nice little rice patties. They're not perfect. If they were going to be perfect, I'd probably want a little, like, container to put them in. But these are... There. My chopstick skills are better than some, but not the best. And there, you see? Nice and easy. Come on, come on. Nice and easy, I said. Grasp it firmly in your hand. Firmly grasp it. There. Everyone's cackling. I can hear them. Okay, we set this aside for now. We're gonna set this aside. I don't need this anymore right now. If I find a good place to set it, right here.
Is mayonnaise an instrument?
That's right. And here we go. Now, let's go ahead and set this right here for now. Now, traditionally, if we do a tuna, like a tuna nigiri or something like that, it's not really even like, it's not even marinated. I just felt like doing the marinade because I thought, you know, that adds a nice little extra spice to it. So there you go. You know, it almost kind of looks like a really weird Spam, the way that's cut. I'm not gonna lie, right? Like, that kind of just look. Pull up. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Pulls up. So, there we go. I'm gonna have one of these now, and then we're gonna pop the other one in the fridge for later so we can have it for the family photo later. All right, so let's try this. This does look really good. You'll get some later. I got more. I got plenty more rice. More rice from home. That's good. I like that. Now the rice, there's a lot of rice on that. There's probably a little bit more rice than I needed. It was a bit thick. But honestly, like, the flavors are good. Spam sushi. Also, now I've eaten off of these. We're gonna set that aside over there. I got, don't worry, chat. I got plenty fucking more. I got plenty more. Let's go ahead and set this up over here. So we're gonna move this back in here. So now, I'm running out of space. All right, so now let's go ahead and get some stuff set. Let's go ahead and move this up here. Next up, we got a special one here. You guys remember the Fry Daddy. So Fry Daddy coming in clutch. There we go. Shut it off. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and get. We're gonna go ahead and get this filled up. Like a good chef, Imp tests all his food first. But as a bad host, Tori has no snacks. Tori will have snack later. So will Mom Crusader, the Mom Crusader. I will make plenty more. Okay, so put that up to our fill line. Drop that in. Get that up to about 350. We'll let that sit and get warmed up. And get me some snacky snacks. Wait. Is that like anything like South Park snacky s'mores? Hosting eat snacky s'mores. They're sponsoring the Canada-US war. God, I hate myself. So that one we got. Let me also, since this had raw tuna on it, let's slide this off. We can clean this up a little bit later, but I do have another board. I'll clean that up a little bit. Okay. So let's get a little bit shrimply, right? The next step, we got a bunch of good stuff. I like peanut oil, but for people with allergies, there's a different oil. Canola, for allergies, canola oil is just fine. There are, oh shit, oh no. It's raid time, boys and girls.
Big raid alert. Shout out to Seth FPS and their 8 awesome viewers from Roblox. Welcome to the cube. Let's game.
Touch my
Don't flop or
body.
zap. Rocket.
That was a short one.
Hey, increased
Seth.
3W3 funk. Sushi speedrun SUX.
What's up? Incredible funk. Seth, how was Roblox? Yeah, we're making sushi. We made our first one already. We got a tuna nigiri roll. All right, not a
Yo
roll.
Seth FPS. Sushi time.
Sushi. It's great too. Like, the flavors are actually good. So we got here, we made our own rice from scratch. We marinated some tuna. Told you I'd be here. I appreciate it. You guys are great. You guys are great. Those of you who have channel points, down in the redeems, the very first one you'll see is the bread clip. I got a thing of bread clips. It's like a little check-in for the cooking streams. I'm gonna clip these right on my chef jacket, just like that. Bread clips. Redeem. They're one per person per stream. You guys redeem all that you want. We make it happen. We'll see where we land at the end of the stream, just like that. We're gonna keep this gravy train rolling. So we just finished this one, our tuna nigiri. So next, we're gonna move into a little bit something else very extra special. Right now, we've got a deep fryer going. And we got some tempura batter, and we got some shrimp. Freshly cleaned, fresh shrimp. So I'm gonna go ahead and get a bowl with a little bit of cornstarch in it. I'm gonna get a little bit of cornstarch in this bowl. Oh, I'm getting a little close on the... I'm getting a little bit close on this. I'm gonna have to get some more here in a few. Ish. So, now, I'll keep this off to the side for later. In fact, because raw shrimp, let's do us a favor and glove right up again. And this is getting there. It's definitely getting there. It's gonna take a second though. So no glove, no love. That's right, Gway. So this, where's the rest of that? Where's the rest of that soda water? I think I may need a little bit more. Nope. It actually, yeah, just a tiny bit more, not a lot. Flame Wheel, what's up?
Yo Flamey White 33L2, sup? Don't suck at sushi.
He doesn't need to suck at sushi. I'm the one that has to worry about sucking at sushi. Death Cube, come on. How's it going? Thanatos, Flame Wheel, wow, all the gang is here.
Yo Thanatos 13 official. Sushi time.
So, now we're gonna take this. Now, depending on how you guys want to tempura batter this, right? So you could take some skewers, especially if they're larger shrimp, and you could run them through, and then you'd have a nice straight piece of fried sushi, fried shrimp. Whoops. So we're gonna do this a few at a time. Make sure that these are fully powdered. Let's do a little bit more so people can see better. And we're gonna go ahead and just kind of lightly knock this stuff off. Drop them right in. Ah, I can hear that starting to crackle. Or wait, maybe those are my knees. I'm starting to get old. I don't know. I don't know, guys. So we're gonna do a few of these. There we go. Now this is a more traditionally made tempura batter. So this tempura batter, and I could share the recipe later if you guys really want. I have that around somewhere. It's cake flour, carbonated water, and an egg. What is the white powder in the batter? So that's the batter, is the cake flour, white batter, egg. This is our traditional tempura batter. This is cornstarch. And I just use cornstarch. Uncle Argo's ball powder. Yeah, that's what we call it at work. You just get you some of Uncle Argo's. That's from back in the day when they used to keep a box of powder in the bathroom for the really long days. And we're just like, okay. I have my thing over there. Okay. So. All right, now we should be good. Let's go ahead and mix these up. Get one more. There is more shrimp in here. I will fry that up later. That is for snacks later. Because you got to have your Scooby snacks, right? Just a little bit. I'm going to set that right there. We got our fry basket waiting to go. And honestly, honestly, what you actually do, have you deveined the shrimp? Oh, absolutely. Yeah, this stuff came with shell on, so we had to peel and devein the shrimp. Why am I getting lagged there? Okay, so we want the basket. Ooh, new follower. Bet it smells fishy. Cayenne.
Yo, Cayenne Funk. New follower in the house. Welcome to the Cube Chaos.
Welcome.
Grab a snack, smash some retro bangers with Imp.
Hey,
Rocket.
What's going on? Told Cayenne you're making sushi.
Yo, Cayenne Funk. Sushi looks dope.
Did the shrimp fry that rice? Yes, the shrimp. I am the shrimp that fried the rice. Especially if you remember, I've been having like a twisted spine. All right, so when we do this, there's an interesting little technique to all of this. Let me see if I can get the angle properly. Let me see if I can get that angle properly. So we've got the basket down. So what we're doing, we're gonna make sure this is kind of shaked off so it's not dripping all over the place. And then you're gonna carefully kind of swim it in to start and let it start to cook. And once the heat kind of seals it a little bit, then you'll lay it in. And you kind of want to work a bit fast so you don't, you kind of want to work it a bit fast so they don't stick together, so they don't do any of that, right? And we do that, we swim it, and then we're gonna drop it. This is not a very big deep fryer, by the way. So, and we got 4 more in here. We'll do 4 more for a second. We'll go do 4 more for a second. Thank you very much. And when you're frying, you want to make sure you have a plate with paper towels or something else. Let's see. I was summoned. Yes, welcome. Welcome, Cayenne. Anytime. We, just so you guys know, we try to do these kinds of cooking streams once a month. Once every month, we try. So it's not always possible. Sometimes we got a lot of stuff going on. It happens. So now you can, you can't quite see it, but we, I need to, okay. Actually, let's, after I get these shrimp in, I'm gonna get the, those back in the fridge. Now this batter is a bit light, so this doesn't take long though, because you can already see it's starting to turn pink underneath. I'll show it a little bit better as we go. Yep. Well, thank you very much. You set it on top of the duck sauce down there. That's right. Yep, right there. Okay. We made a bunch of stuff for this. Asian food was his absolute favorite thing. Dad was a chef, so cooking has always been my forte. Just wanted to get to do sushi, but I'm very sorry to hear that. But yeah, Asian food is great.
Electric Porpoise 452. Sup, legend.
What's up? Just so you guys know, right? So you're not concerned or questioning your sanity. We like to get a little bit cursed. Have you made dumplings yet? I have not made dumplings personally. Master Chief. She always forgets that. Oh yeah, I see the bread clip. So that is probably about good. You guys can see it's starting to look so fine. So let's go ahead and do this. And then we'll do our last 4 shrimp. I'll go ahead and clean up a little bit, move some stuff out of the way. Swim it in just like that. And then once it seals, then you drop it in carefully. And again, that helps to make sure that it doesn't stick as bad to the bottom of the thing. If you get batter on your fingers and you accidentally dip your fingers slightly into the mix, that batter is going to help make sure that your fingers don't burn. Especially if you've got gloves on, it's a nice little insulator. It is not a bad thing at all. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and set this aside while this cooks. I'm going to set all this aside. We will actually come back to the tempura. While that's cooking, let's go ahead and clean up just a little bit, right? Let's go ahead and just wipe this up, clean up just a tad. We got some extra special stuff that's going in this next roll. This one is a bit of a specialty. This is not a traditional roll at all. This one, Imp is not responsible for you taking any advice from him. Hey, if I can give honest, like, good working advice, I will absolutely take it, Tori. Like, anyone that's like, okay. No, saying don't burn your fingers. Don't burn your fingers. Like, come on, come on. Come on, people. Yeah, but, you know. Okay, so we've actually got a nice, we got a nice thing here. Okay, so we got a second on that, but it's really, really close. Now you see here, right? This is a nice clean piece of shrimp tempura. That's a thing of beauty right there. I'll take any advice. I've been meaning to watch him. Oh, I appreciate it. Also, how many bread clips are we up to? 10? I need 2 more. Let's get some fresh colors on here. Once again, we're up to 10. Also, by the way, some people wonder, like, well, why the hand and table show? Well, the hand and table show is a little funnier, a little more focus on the food itself. I think it's funnier. We'll get some takoyaki someday. We could do something. Because, I mean, this is a more sushi rice focused stream. And I definitely, like, I want to do more international cuisine. So an actual, like, more traditional Japanese day would definitely be something in the cards. That's ready. That's definitely there. That might even be a little bit over. Okay, so. Now I got nice shrimp tempura. We'll set some of that aside for now. Let's pull out a cutting board. Would you do me a favor and pass me them skewers? I will be making use of them. I just need the skewers themselves, and then then the whole thing can go. Thank you. So we got a special something with these, right? An electric porpoise asking, what types of sushi am I making? Well, it's gonna be a little bit of a surprise, but the first one. There we go. Just, okay. There, that's a little better. I promise there's a reason for this. You guys will see very shortly. So, there we go. I'm gonna set these up here for just a second. We got nice soaked skewers. You might be wondering, why do you soak your skewers? What's the purpose of soaking a skewer, a bamboo skewer, in water? Well, what if you want to fry your skewers? You have something. In fact, let's set that back down here, put the lid on it, slide it aside just for a second. Now, we got a few things coming up. So we got a few ingredients for this roll. So now now electric porpoise, the first one we did was a marinated tuna nigiri. The second one we're doing is a shrimp tempura roll. Not just any shrimp tempura roll. We got a bunch of goodies in here. Here I've got spicy crab. Marinated that this morning. It's marinated in a big mix of a bunch of Asian persuasion. There's chili oil, chili flake, sriracha, there's sesame oil, tamari, rice vinegar, mirin. There's some more sweet chili oil. It's a very, very good sweet savory with a tiny hit of spice on the back. It's very, very good. It's a delicious, delicious thing. So we set that up here for now. We've also got a few other things. So we're gonna go ahead and do this. We got avocado and fresh English cucumber. And we're gonna go ahead and just make little batons of our we're gonna make little batons out of our English cucumber super quick, right? So we're gonna do this. And then the rest of this can kind of set off to the side. Nice and thin and easy strips. Now, you're gonna have to be easy on me because, yeah, go a little easy on me, guys, because this is pretty experimental even for me. I have practiced some of this, some of it I have not, so we're just taking this and we're making nice little batons. Nice little strips. And there we go. Set this kind of aside right there. We got this. I recommend being very careful about cutting avocado, right? So, and in fact, the recommended method does not involve cutting it like that, but you want nice, for this, we're doing nice thin little shaves. We're not cutting it super thin to mash it, but we want a nice little layer of avocado in this. So you guys may be figuring out what I'm gonna be putting in my sushi roll, right? So we're gonna roll this up. We're gonna roll this up just like this. And that should probably be enough avocado for the time being. So let's set you aside. Let's set these aside. So we've got nice, fresh ingredients right here, just like this. In fact, let's just toss you in here. I got spoons. I got spoons to spare.
Alright, chat.
Oh,
Imp's
shit.
about to unleash a 3-minute ad break soon. Grab a snack, or I'll zap him if he skips your favorites.
The knife is
Back
bloody
in a
sharp.
flash.
That thing could have
High voltage.
glided through the cucumber. Yeah, this is actually my work knife. Because I work in the culinary industry. I've been at the place that I'm at for 8 years. I've been in the culinary industry a total of 12. In the meantime, so now we've got our ingredients. We have an ad break incoming, guys. So if you guys want, go ahead and grab a drink. I will go ahead and take a brief break. We'll go to a BRB while the ad break is rolling. And we will be back once the break is done. That'll actually give me a little extra time to kind of like reorganize everything here, and then we'll go right back to it. So you guys stick around, stay tuned. Ad break's coming up here very shortly, okay? All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're back. We're back. Electric Porpoise, I'm sorry that you have to go, my dude. Hopefully you get to catch the VOD later, but we got some fun stuff coming. So this one, for this one, we're gonna make sure we chop up our shrimp too. So we chop up our shrimp. It's still nice and warm, which a lot of like sushi, you would consider it, you'd want it cold. This one is one of the rare ones you actually kind of want it warm. Because a lot of like, you know, a lot of sushi rolls, they'll use sashimi grade stuff. That should be good. Okay, so now what we do next, a little bit special. We got some special stuff. So first off, once again, we'll do this, make sure that we're good. Get some of our rice. It's starting to cool down, so it's definitely becoming sticky. And I've taken my bamboo mat and I've layered it with plastic. I've layered it with plastic because this is going to be kind of like an inside-out roll. And we got a good reason for that this time. So we're going to just kind of gently layer our rice right over top. This one, again, like, please go easy on me. This is kind of my first time doing this. I've got a little less practice. I should have practiced a little bit more. We're gonna take our rice, do a layer right over top. A little bit more of this. We'll make this a lot less sticky. And what we're doing now is we're taking this and we're making our little square of rice over the top of this. Inside out because everything is backwards in California. Oh, this ain't a...
Yo Spades 1312. Sup
Spades.
noob?
Hi, Sushi. Yes. I think that's enough rice left over for the last one as well. So let's go ahead and do this. We do want to kind of make sure this is a nice, roughly even square, right? So we want this to be a roughly even square of rice. And then we're going to take one square of sushi nori. We're gonna layer all of our goodies right along the inside, just like this. We got avocado, cucumber. So what's going on, Spades? I always wondered how to stop that. Never thought about oil. Yeah, this is our sushi rice seasoning. Actually, this is actually our vinegar mix. It gives you, and it kind of like, you know, so you're not letting oil just absorb into it. It's more of the same mix that's already there. So then we got that. We got our shrimp tempura going in. And again, you want this as kind of like as even as you can possibly get. It's okay to just kind of like layer it. And then we're gonna take our sushi, our spicy crab. I'm gonna layer it in here as well. This is gonna be a bit thick, but we'll make it work. Nice and easy. Okay, now let me go ahead and rinse up again. This is nothing. Sometimes I'm washing my hands at work like so often, it's unreal. Health inspector came to visit the other day too, and that was like, oh, all right, okay, here we are. Here we go. This is gonna be a fun visit. He didn't really have anything for us. We did pretty well on it. So, now we got this, right? So what happens next, we roll it kind of like a burrito. It's actually a pretty thick one. Look at this. This is pretty thick. It's not the only thing Imp likes thick. Hey. 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 With the rice you've done, you've also seasoned that to make it more like that consistency. Yeah. Yeah, so when we did this, we cooked the rice, and then we added the seasoning and folded that in, and now you got a nice thick consistency. It's starting to cool down too. So now, you look, and we got We got an inside-out sushi roll, right? So next one is gonna be special, right? So what we got now, let's slide this all kind of off to one side. I'll just use a piece of cucumber to slide off that avocado. What's gonna happen now is gonna be a little extra special, ladies and gentlemen. Because this is, like I said, this is not your traditional sushi roll. What we got next, set this aside. What we got now, we're gonna take this and we're gonna cut it in half. And then we're gonna take this, we're gonna take a skewer into the center of this. That's just a tiny bit too short. No, I'll make it work. I will make this work. I should have tightened this just a little bit more. And we're gonna take this. Where's my tempera batter? It's over there. Yeah, this needed to be rolled just a tiny bit tighter. We're gonna take this. I'm gonna tempera fry the whole roll. Drop it right in the fryer. We're gonna have to be very careful about this. What happened to my plug? What happened to my plug? Is it on? It's plugged up. Why isn't it frying? I didn't touch it. Yeah, the light goes on and off as uh-oh. Yeah, uh-oh indeed. I'm just I can hear it clicking. It died, didn't it? Are you fucking kidding me? Are you serious?
Nah, Spring Draco, that was Imp's chef skills shorting it out. Sushi don't need a fryer. Yeah, deep fryin' dummy. Zap him instead.
Hold on a second.
Smiling face with horns.
I can do this. I know how to do this. Where's my... I can do this. We're just gonna... We're gonna do this the weird way. Unfortunately, that just means, oh, there goes all my peanut oil. Yeah, I don't know what happened. I don't get it. This oil is hot, but the fryer is not. What? No, that's enough. I'm just gonna have to basically do this and, did you sabotage the fryer? God. Okay. So we're gonna do this. We're gonna do this again. Unfortunately, that means that the, that unfortunately means that the, man. Yeah, okay. We're waiting on that to get hot then. That's coming up pretty hot though. All right. Yeah, frying sushi. An internal fuse or something, possibly. It's possible. This fryer is quite a bit old. It's not super old, but also my precious. I wanted to do this special, you guys. I don't like tech issues. I need that to get hot. I don't have a camera over here either, so you guys can't see this happening. Okay, let's see. Not quite. It's not quite hot enough. Fuck. All right, well, let me take some time to clean up a little bit. That's unfortunate. That is extremely unfortunate. Yep, alrighty. Okay. Okay, so 10-minute intermission of showing off how to sharpen your knives. No, 10-minute intermission of me showing off how to clean up your kitchen after a problem. Unfortunately, this one is gonna have to go. Don't mind the scuff. Yeah, don't mind the scuff. Okay, well. Here's a question, actually. Let me look at that. Is that on battery backup? No, it's connected. It's power connected, so it's not the, it's not the plug. No, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter right now. I just gotta clean up. We just have to clean up a little bit, okay? So we're gonna say sayonara sucker that roll, because that half a roll is just basically dead. I'll mess around with this later. Yeah, it's unfortunate, but I can't really save that roll. That's annoying. Because I got one more thing I need to fry, but this will be okay. So let me see. Almost. But the idea here is gonna be, we're gonna end up taking the roll. I don't need this anymore. I don't need that. Come on, get out of there. And hey, the music is perfect. It's a fucking clown show here. All right. Yeah, I'm actually upset that my fryer died in the middle of all this. That's scuff to the highest degree. But the show must go on. So unfortunate as it is, we will make it work. And it seems like that is finally starting to get hot enough. So let's test it one more time. Okay, that's finally starting to simmer really, really well. Okay, so that's, I think then now that means that we can just kind of take our roll, send out the dancing bears. Terry, get out here. Oh, he's not even here. Oh, he had an appointment of some kind, yeah? Okay. So, you'll probably hear it. Okay, now I'm just gonna have to keep carefully rolling it. In fact, I could just take this oil now that this is emptied. Yep, and then that has to set aside. So now, that's almost completely submerged. Now I'll just go ahead and, I'm just gonna kind of keep this rolled. Yeah, and the entire roll, ladies and gentlemen, is being deep fried. The entire roll. Let me set this aside too, so I can have a clean cutting board. It's a little bit unfortunate the way this is working, right? Like I'm a little sad, but the show must go on. Oops, yeah, give me a second. Just trying to, this knife has got gunk on it. Actually, can you hand me my serrated edge out of that bag? The serrated edge would work a lot better. Oh, is it? Not that one. It's the plastic handle that's in there. Yeah, that one. Let me just swim it. God. That needed to be a little bit thicker, if I'm being completely honest. That needed to be just a little bit thicker, but we are making this work. It's just gonna take a little time. This is a little bit of an unfortunate development. Trying to fix this roll. You think I have enough time? No, I should probably just go ahead and keep eyes on this. Give me that. It'll be a little easier to manage it with that. This is a thick one, though. This is thicker than I expected it to be, but I guess I just didn't roll it that well, or didn't roll it properly. We are gonna use this again, though. This spicy tuna. I just have to kind of set stuff aside. In the meantime, one thing I can do for the next thing, we're gonna go ahead and. Oh, hello.
Yo, Spring Draco, 100 bits. Nom nom, extra crunchy. Thanks a ton, you're crushing it. Imp's too busy drooling to say it. High voltage cookie.
Well, thank you very much. You got this. Thank you. Thank you. I really appreciate it. We are making it work. It's going to be a bit of a pain, but we're making it work. And yes, there's a reason for this. Don't worry. I will show you I will show you coming up next. Is this... Okay, that's probably about as good as it's getting, honestly. So let's see if I can easily shuffle this onto my dryer plate. Easy. Set you aside here. Don't worry about this stuff back here. We'll make use of it here soon. Now here we got a roll. This roll is deep fried, filled with fried shrimp, and then deep fried. Salutations. What's up, Natsu? How you doing? In the meantime, let's go ahead and do a little something something. And sorry guys, I'm not making my mayo from scratch today. We're gonna do a little something, right? So, tamari, fish. We're gonna make ourselves a little yum yum sauce. A nice little like sweet chili aioli, a yum yum sauce. Delicious, wonderful. So, I'm gonna start. There's no specific recipe with all this, right? So, you just get that mayo in there. You just get that mayo in there. Yes, Duke's is my go-to for mayonnaise. You want plenty of sweet chili. Plenty of sweet chili.
Is mayonnaise an instrument?
They proved it. We proved it a year before, but Hellman's recently published
shiny. It's a pure silk, air-conditioned, chocolate-covered, solid gold, tax-free, extra cheese, double D, finger-licking lap dance of wow!
That too. That too.
About that.
How's it going? Well, my fryer just died, I guess. That clip is crazy. Cinnamon rolls? Cinnamon rolls. We know, Natsu, we know how much you love cinnamon rolls. Unfortunately, there's no cinnamon roll today. We do have some kind of crazy stuff planned, though. And then a little sesame. You know what this actually could use is a little bit of chili oil, or a chili flake. So where are you at? Chili flake. It'll help if I don't throw my chopsticks at my mother. Nope. Nope. Yeah, and there we go. Now, we just take this. We just take this. And we just mix it together nice and well. You just get a nice sweet and spicy yum yum sauce. I am a little sad that fryer kicked the bucket. I'm gonna have to see if that's like a thing that if I try it up again, it'll work. Otherwise, I may just have to find another fryer. But we did make it with a... You had me at spicy. Are you gonna cook for your mom for Mother's Day? Probably, but it's possible I might have to do it the next day because I do have to work Mother's Day, right? So... That's a nice looking chili oil right there. That's actually a very nice looking chili oil. Yep, that does it. That's good. A lot of good flavors in that. A lot of good flavors in all this, right? So, I need to set this aside for now. Somewhere. And let's get this back all in the fridge. Yeah, I would love to cook for Mother's Day. I would rather cook for Mother's Day and for, I'd rather cook for Mother's Day and for birthdays and for every other day rather than take somebody out on Mother's Day, because if you guys don't realize it, Mother's Day is one of the busiest culinary days of the year. If you have the ability to cook, cook. Don't. Let's set this aside too. All right, so now we got some stuff. And we got some things here. Okay, so what am I missing? Actually, do I have an empty bottle? I bet I do. I do. Get in there. Get in there. What we're gonna do is we're gonna funnel some of this into a bottle, right? So I've got a bottle of sauce. Of course, I'm getting it all down the side of the bottle, so it kind of defeats the point, doesn't it? Here we are. I'll come back to you in just a second. There we go. That's the way to do it. That ain't working. That's the way you do it. You play that guitar on the MTV. That ain't working. That's the way you do it. You get your money for nothing and your chicks for free. Let's go ahead and just wipe this up. Alrighty, so we've got our roll. We got our yum yum sauce. And you might be sitting here wondering, what is this? What did you do? What did you bring out? Grandma says if you ain't scared of sauce, dip into the bowl. I ain't afraid of sauce, but that's what that's for. That's what that bowl's for. We got our nice sweet chili aioli. We got our sushi roll right here. I'm gonna go ahead and slice up. These are nice thick rolls. And this is a, look at the reveal on that. It's still nice and warm too. Look at that. It's a little loose, right? I didn't quite do it properly, but look at this. Look at that. It's beautiful. You're supposed to just take a nice sharp knife. I kind of like, for certain things, like especially if you're cutting through breads or papers or something like that. There, like that. Look at that. Now let me put this on a proper plate. In fact, let's put this on the family photo plate if I don't break the plate. I've got more than enough. As long as we save one of these for the family photo later. There we go. That is my jumpin' shrimp tempura roll. It is a deep fried roll filled with spicy crab, avocado, cucumber, and shrimp tempura. And for it, we got, and also that was our tuna from this morning, from earlier. We got a sweet chili. It's not coming out of the bottle. Great. I did sharpen my knives. I did definitely sharpen my knives, but we got that, and we got a homemade duck sauce. That is delicious. Dip it right in the bowl. Dip it right in the bowl. That's fantastic. Spicy and shrimp tempura, hell yeah. Now I need my husband to get home so we can have dinner too. Oh, we brought in the dancing bear. Hi, Terry.
Hello.
Lower. Little lower. Little lower. There it is. Ha ha. Jumping shrimp tempura roll, ladies and gentlemen. Where are we at on stream time? 1:30? You know what? That's actually kind of perfect. That's kind of perfect because we can do the next one, go on ad break, and the next one will be super, super quick. So, yeah, I should just use a spoon to drizzle that on. If you want to grab one, go ahead and grab one. I'll set that here. Oh, you want the end piece. There you go. Yeah, go ahead and take that, because I'm just going to set that whole thing there. So now we got one more we're going to do here. This one is actually not a roll. How many ducks did you pleasure to get that much sauce? Yes, Gway, all of them. Actually, what our duck sauce is, it is a... what the duck sauce is actually a traditional Chinese recipe that is, it's a sweet and savory sauce that has it has dried prunes, dried apricots, apple juice, ginger, soy, and a whole bunch of other goodies. It is a sauce. It's called duck sauce because it is made full of ingredients. It's a traditional sauce that is intended to get paired with duck dishes. It's absolutely delicious. It's wonderful. I can share the recipe for that later. I actually found a recipe and kind of slightly modify it. And yeah, try that. It has a very, very tiny hint of spice on the back, but you may not even perceive it. So for this next one, we're gonna do this super quick. I'm going to do something a little special once again. And we're gonna bring out the, let's actually put a couple of these back on here so I have room, right? Because I wanna do this one. So first off, we got our let's see if I get this right the first try. Kimchi next. Actually, I could possibly do kimchi if we do a Korean day. A Korean day is something I have genuinely wanted to consider. So this one.
Hey nerd, Teravan Burr. Waving hand.
Yeah, nerd. Yeah, we know. All right. So this one's not a sushi roll. This one is a bit more of a another traditional dish. It uses sushi rice. Korean day, we gotta get the Nuna for it. Yes, we do. Absolutely. We gotta get Bunny Nuna and her sister. So this one, you may already kind of see where we're going with this, right? So what we do...
Yo Rush Pirate 1.
Rush!
Imp Sushi won't kill yet.
So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take this and we're gonna kind of pinch it around. We're gonna pinch this right around all the edges. If we need just a tiny bit more rice over the top, we just add a tiny bit more rice over the top, and we seal it up all around. I think you guys may already know what I'm making. Actually, you know what would go really well on this is a little bit of sesame. I've got those tuxedo sesame seeds up there somewhere. Oh, I see them. They're right there. You want to throw a little bit of those in a bowl? Just in a little bowl or a dish. Yeah, the white bowl up there. It's fine. I just need enough. Whoops. Okay, I do need a little bit more. This is maybe my rice was just a little bit too thin. Is this a stuffed dumpling? And no, I'm gonna need an actual, like, a bowl like this size, because the size of this thing. Yeah, let's just go ahead and layer the rice right on top. No, I'm gonna dip the edges, actually. Oops, I'm losing the plot again. I need to vinegar up one more time. This one's gonna be a thick boy once again. There we go, nice and easy. And there we go, nice. Look at this. And we got our little strip of nori. And there we have it, ladies and gentlemen. Your traditional Japanese jelly donut. It's actually, hold on. This one actually, I can do this just a tiny bit better. Where's my knife? Where's my knife? This one will work. Anyone that doesn't, if you guys don't get that joke, I'm sorry. You might be a little too young for this stream. I'm sorry. Holy, that sounds good. Wait, I was right on the onigiri. Bro is oiling up again. Yeah, no, if you guys don't get the jelly donut joke, you might just be a little bit too young for this stream. But there we go. Jelly donut. Okay, be honest, guys. Be honest. Who doesn't get that joke? Who doesn't get it? Hands in chat. I can completely understand. It's a jelly stuffed in white rice. No. It's a localization error joke from the original Pokemon anime. Brock was like making onigiri and was offering it to people, and he was offering it to Ash and Misty, and then he was like, "Hey guys, why don't you guys have one of my jelly donuts?" And it's like, "Are you what? What?" Anyone with half a brain can see it's not a jelly donut. I love that joke so much. It's a classic jelly donut. Let's go. The onigiri, though, it is traditionally it could be filled with either rice or it could be just plain rice, or it could be filled with stuff. It is delicious, though. We'll be taste testing this one later. Remember that? Laughed hard after it processed. A couple large Asian markets in there. They have a deli section with things like onigiri. Oh yeah. So I'm gonna stick this back in the fridge. I'm actually gonna make sure that I get my picture for this before we get too far into everything today, but we're gonna go ahead and get this. We're gonna go ahead and run an ad break. I'm just gonna make sure things get cleaned up, and then we're gonna go ahead and run our last roll, and we're gonna get a little cursed with it, guys. Pickled plum, but it's super salty. Okay. Yeah, I never knew how I felt about pickled plum. It was very weird. We did taste test some traditional stuff. Look forward to Friday, since one of my sisters makes onigiri every second Friday. Ooh. Oh, that sounds great. Okay. All right, guys. So we're going to go ahead and run an ad break. Death Cube's going to hit us.
All right. Meatbag Zimp's about to hit you with a 3-minute ad break soon. Sit tight or I'll zap his sorry ass for dragging it out.
Okay, we're going to go ahead and slide this back into the cooler, too. Somewhere. Alrighty, you guys stick around. We're gonna clean up and we're gonna do our last roll. It'll be super silly. I hope that you guys will enjoy it, because I'm really looking forward to it. So stick around. We got an ad break coming. We'll be back in about 4 minutes, 3-4 minutes. All right, guys, I'm sorry about that. We are back. Natsu's heading to bed. It's 22:45, but I'll see if I can stay a bit longer. Well, hopefully we can make this go pretty quickly. This one's gonna be a bit more cursed. We got another batch of rice coming, but we gotta make another. Type of. You're not supposed to be on screen. We gotta make another type of vinegar mix for this one, because you see, everybody's heard of the California roll, right? So that's nothing new. But what if I told you we're here live developing our own brand new Texas roll? Stick with me, guys. Stick with me. My sister who makes onigiri is watching this. Oh no, then I've got some. I'm sorry. You may want to tell your sister to turn away. The Texas roll. That's right. Because first off, we got our rice, right? So I've got rice, but the rice is not cooked with just water. This rice, you can see it's got a little bit more color to it. This rice is cooked with chicken stock. Why chicken stock, you might ask? Because Texas. We got some special stuff today. We made some extra special goodies. So, we developed our own barbecue sauce. Where'd it go? Here it is. We developed our own barbecue sauce. This is a bourbon brown sugar barbecue sauce. I'm not telling her to turn away. I want her to see this. Oh, you. All right. So let's do this right? So we got our rice. It's still nice and warm. It cooked for a while. It's good now. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna start with our apple cider vinegar. We're gonna go straight into the pot too. So we got 4 tablespoons of rice vinegar. Not rice vinegar, cider vinegar. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we're gonna do, like we did before, a tablespoon and a half of sugar. There's sugar right here. I'm so glad it's not an Alabama roll. That one's easy too. That's just fried chicken. I was gonna say you just go to an Alabama game, shout "Roll Tide." That's your Alabama roll right there. I got her to laugh over it. Okay, 1, 2. That's a tablespoon. We want another half a tablespoon. Tablespoon and a half of sugar. And then a teaspoon of salt. Where's my salts? Right here. Teaspoon of salt. Probably doesn't even really need salt, but the chicken stock I use is really important. The chicken stock that I use is unsalted. Specifically is unsalted chicken stock. You need a Sweet Home Alabama to make the Alabama roll. Oh my God, you're right. You're not wrong. But then, because for you guys that missed it before, right? When we do our rice vinegar seasoning, we do rice vinegar and mirin, right? So we do the rice vinegar. Let's go over here. Set you over here for the side for emotional support. But instead of using mirin like we did last time, we're gonna go to old bourbon. And we don't do a lot, right? So we're legitimately going to do. I'm legitimately just going to do a 1/4 teaspoon. I'm not messing around with this. This stuff's strong. 1/4 teaspoon. It's not a lot. It's just enough to kind of give it that little hint. And we set that aside. I'll get back to drinking you later. You'll be wondering, well, how the hell did he come up with this? Well, maybe you've already figured that out. This one has been a long time coming. In the meantime, we're gonna take. I'm still doing this with chopsticks. I don't care how American it is. In the meantime, we're gonna take some of our drinking stream when only every stream Natsu. What on earth was that whiskey? Yes, it was bourbon. It's actually my personal go-to bourbon is Larceny. Drinking stream every stream. So we're gonna go ahead and heat up a bunch of this. This is pulled pork tenderloin. Pulled pork tenderloin. That's more than enough, actually. With our homemade bourbon brown sugar barbecue. How much of a cheer tip for you to do a shot of bourbon now? I don't drink for money. I make a personal point not to drink for money. I drink on my own time. Because if I drink for money, then it's going to get to a point where people are like spending a ton of money, right? Then I'm just drinking spicy water, and that's the entire stream, and I do not want to do that. If I'm drinking... There we go. If I'm drinking for money, that becomes a problem. So we're going to add... Oh, wow. That got thick, didn't it? She thick. That is... I will take things that she did not, in fact, say for 500, Alex. That thick. No. 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 Absolutely the fuck not. All right. Actually, we know what this needs is a little hint of water. Just a little help loosen it. That might even be too much. So we're going to take this. I'm going to go ahead and get this hot. Get this heated and ready. And we're going to get our frying oil back on. Put that on heat so our oil gets hot. I promise we've got purposes behind it. We got our pulled pork getting hot. We got our rice vinegar mixture all ready to go. I'm going to do the smart thing this time, as suggested. I'm going to put that in a container to then pour it into here so I make less of a mess. There, and I'm pretty sure that we are good to go. But wait, there's more. This is by default my favorite thing. My favorite roll. Oh, I bet. So, we're letting things get hot. We're letting things get rolling. We've got... Where are you at? Where are you at? Coleslaw. Fresh made coleslaw. We developed the sushi... Oh, sorry, we developed the coleslaw dressing ourselves. Mostly a mix of mayonnaise, and it's mostly mayo and vinegar with sugar. And a lot of places they'll say like, okay, mayo, cider vinegar, sugar, add a little salt, pepper, and you're done. We went a little bit deeper and we added some blackening seasoning and a tiny little bit more. So there you go. That's our mix. The slaw itself is just cabbage, no purple cabbage, with it's just cabbage, carrot, and chives, and then it's all mixed in together, nice and easy, right? So you got this nice, delicious, tangy coleslaw. I'm not the biggest coleslaw person, but this stuff ended up being absolutely fantastic. Okay, that's ready. So let's set you aside. Set you aside. We got our vinegar mix. We can actually move you over here too. So we are waiting on... We're waiting on our frying oil to get nice. We're waiting on our frying oil to get nice and hot. In the meantime, we're gonna go ahead and do this. We got our chicken rice. Now the last roll was actually like pretty thick. Where's my... We're gonna do this here. We're gonna do this whole song and dance. One against they see me rolling. Oh, I'm sure if I posted this all to Japanese Twitter, they'd definitely be hating. Though it is kind of funny. I don't know if you guys have noticed. Japanese Twitter has like recently discovered American Twitter, and the clash has just been wild. Like they're discovering stuff like brisket and barbecue for the first time, some of them, and it's like, ooh, Ooh, that's got a bit of a crust on it. Look at that. That is almost definitely the broth. Look at that. So, we're gonna do this whole back and forth again. We're gonna do this. Yeah. We're gonna do all this, break this up on our sheet pan. Get this going. It's still warm. It's still nice and warm. So this is about perfect. So let me go ahead and dip my fingers in vinegar mix. I'm gonna lube up. We will just add a little bit. Break it up. All right. Oh, I love this song. This song. I don't have Twitter or Insta, so I wouldn't know. Wingus Dingus is saying it's amazing. Yeah. No, I've seen people that are just like, hey, my American friends, how do you feel about this? People are posting about games they're playing for the first time. All kinds of stuff like that. It needs more. Wait, there's more. Yeah, okay, so we get more of that. We throw a little bit more of this in here. And we just fold it right in, right? Fold that right in. Oh, you can smell the difference. It is a completely different smell, right? So between chicken and, have you seen the cheese police? I have. Cheese, going around punishing cheese violence. It's so wild, and I love it. I'm tempted to post at them committing cheese violence. Every time that I see them, say you never take me, copper. You see? You know, it's funny because I've been playing Mouse PI lately. That account seems like it would just be absolutely perfect for Mouse PI. The number of cheese jokes, absolutely. It's fucking amazing. I love it. All right. Let me, that is a completely different flavor profile than the Japanese rice. I think it still needs more vinegar though. Just a little bit more. Just most of the bottle. Fold that right in. Okay, we'll wash our hands. All right, and then we got one more step, because it's not just gonna be coleslaw and pulled pork. We got one more step before we finish, before we can actually finish our Texas roll. Actually, a couple more steps, because we got one more thing that goes inside, very Texas, and then we got a couple more things that gotta go on top. Oil. I mean, yeah, a little bit of black gold, some Texas tea. I don't know, that tends to lead to California and the swimming pools and movie stars. I don't know how I feel about that. Man, talk about a wild thing, like putting things in perspective now and how much like a lot of people just really dislike California. You could look back on that and just like with like squinting eyes, just be like, now hold the fuck on. Yeah, yeah. You hit that hot. Thank you. So we're there. I think that rice is right on perfect too. It'll cool down a little bit and it'll go. But it's not Friday in California. You're right, Knight. It's not Friday in California. Oh, Daisy Dukes. Oh, that's a different show. Also, I think that's Georgia, isn't it? Or am I crazy? Dukes of Hazzard? The Dukes of Hazzard? I'm pretty sure that's... I thought it was Georgia, specifically. Okay. In the meantime, all right, there we go for that. So we get that out of the way. This was set here. We'll move this Texas rice right back up here for now. Oh, she hot. Okay, perfect. So we got one more thing to make. Well, actually, close to one more. we're gonna make some marinated fried onions. These are buttermilk marinated onions with Tabasco and Worcestershire. We're gonna make plenty of these. We're gonna mix this up. And this flour mix is this is just all-purpose flour with our Black Magic Cajun seasoning. Just make sure this is fully coated. You want them fully coated to the point where they'll release on their own. They don't clump up, right? And I'll need one more. I'll need another plate with some paper towels on it. So when these come out, we got them. So we'll set you back aside over here. Oh yeah, that'll work. Either that or a bowl. All right, so these are gonna go back in the dip. All right, go straight to hell with you. I'll see you on the other side. Nice and easy. I'm sorry, once again, like this was intended to be in the actual deep fryer. So you just get a nice picture of my ass while I'm deep frying onions instead of getting to see the onions fried live. Because it's the opposite of the Bill O'Reilly. Fuck it, we're doing it off screen. So glad someone got that joke. Fuck it, we're doing it off screen. All right. Once again, clip it. Clip D's. Wait, no, don't clip D's. No, don't do that. Don't clip D's. Badass. All right. Okay, so let's...
You're gonna love my nuts.
That's the other direction? That's the other direction, Terry? Come on. Oh, that's already starting to smell good. I'm gonna want a little bit of my salt, too.
You're gonna love my nuts.
So then we got one more thing that we can do. And guess what? It's gonna involve mayonnaise again, because of course it's gonna involve mayonnaise for a Texas roll. That's not the right one. That, in fact, was the wrong one. Take the Dukes. The Dukes. Bread clip D's. That's a little more like it. All right, so we're taking our mayonnaise, and we're taking some of our handmade barbecue. And we just mix them about half and half. You can do this with basically any barbecue sauce. The Beast Instrument, that's right. Okay, and while that's sitting for a second, let's see, are you ready? Crispy onions, by the way, do not take long in the slightest. So let's go ahead and just cut this off. Cut it off. And we just scoop this right out onto a plate. Nice and easy. Here we go. In fact, I don't need that anymore. I don't need that. We got crispy onion straws. Nice and crispy and fresh. Freshly fried, freshly marinated. We're taking this and we're just making a campfire sauce. Barbecue and mayonnaise. Delicious. Get that nice creamy mayonnaise and the tangy sweetness of the barbecue. You just mix that until it's all fully incorporated. You get a nice smooth sauce. Super easy. You can do this, like I said, with basically any barbecue at all. You just go to the store and buy a bottle of your favorite barbecue, and you just make it work, right? So, next, also, now I got these. We're just gonna go ahead, right over top, and then we got a cut. We just got one more thing to add to the mix, and I'll show you guys. Here we've got freshly baked cornbread. It's been crumbled up, drizzled with salted butter, and then laid out on a sheet tray and baked, so you get a nice crispy cornbread crumble. This is my mom's special recipe from deep South Alabama, It's a savory cornbread, which matters. It matters, right? That sweet cornbread, that's Yankee cornbread. Absolutely, that's right. We don't want no Yankee cornbread. So now we're gonna take this and we're gonna do the sushi the other way. So last time we did the rice out. This time we're gonna do nori out. And we're gonna go lube up our fingers. You want to get all up in there, especially with Texas. I can hear you cackling in there. Listen to him. Listen to that nerd in the other room. He's probably sharing it with all his other FBI buddies. FBI, open up! War crimes, international crimes against rice. All right, easy breezy, beautiful inside. No. So once again, right? So we make our nice even rice square, and we wanna. This is gonna be a big one. This is gonna be a big one, ladies and gentlemen. You want it nice and even. This one's gonna be a bit thick, but in this case, it's worth it. It's gonna be a bit thick, but we know exactly why. So we're gonna take. Actually, can we, No, actually, I think we're okay. It's nice, right, center screen. So we take some of our crispy onions. We take some of our coleslaw. Take some of our coleslaw, nice and fresh. We got nice and hot and crispy. We got fresh. We got sweet and tangy pulled pork. And of course, yeah, I don't care. I'm still using the chopsticks. Who's gonna stop me? The FBI? I don't think so. I'm gonna go right over top. Just like that. Everything bigger. Oh no. Peas in a can pie. 10-gallon hats. Square dancing. Do you remember that episode? It's the entire underwater gang just doesn't know anything about Texas, and Sandy's sitting there sad because she misses home. And then they're just like, then they just try to console her, and they just get everything wrong. Like they got the big 10-gallon like office water jugs. That's a 10-gallon hat. Alrighty. Oh, let's see if I can actually get this. Try Northern General. No, sweet cornbread is Midwestern cornbread. You take that foul commentary back. No, I'm gonna defer to my mother on this one. I need a little bit more rice. A little bit more rice. Right up top, right, just like that. Now this is where the clown show music would have come in. Look at that. I think it kind of works. I think it kind of works. Much how everything is bigger in Texas. This roll is insanely big. Oh yes, I'm gonna have to soak that in water. Okay, but it's not over. So let's go ahead and just. It's not over. It's very close. It's almost over. You could say it's all Jover. But you know what? It'll be Joe K. There we go. Look at this roll. Look at this roll. This is a fucking roll, ladies and gentlemen. That's big. Look at that thing of beauty. Now this is a war crime we can forgive. It's almost there. It's almost there. So now, let's, in fact, let me fan this out properly. Get this out of here. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna lay it out properly. This kind of just deserves its own plating right here, just like that. So you got this. And then, what do Sandy and Imp have in common?
Oof, Spring Draco. Imp's cheeks are rolling bigger than that sushi. Zap zap, you doughy bastard. Sushi.
Sushi. All right. There we go. Campfire sauce. Quick, get a picture before we start eating all of it. I need a picture. And then cornbread crumble. There we go. I'm gonna need that picture. In fact, let's get the whole family photo while we're at it. Let's go ahead and the monstrosity and the rest of the chaos right here. You guys, this has been super fun. Thank you guys again for sticking around. It has been wild. I love these things. All of like getting freaky with it like this is super hilarious. Now for the most important part. How's it taste? Right? I gotta try it. Huh? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. That's what she said. It's a hell of a mouthful.
Well, she couldn't say it if she had her mouth full.
God damn it. Okay. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, that's what she said. Ladies and gentlemen, that's the stream. Thank you so much. This is actually all really good. This is absolutely fantastic. This, I know it's going to be good because it's everything. The only thing that I know I didn't add that I should have is just a little tray of soy sauce to dip. That's all. That's real good. That's a big roll in your mouth. Now that is also not what she said. I can tell you from personal experience that's also not what he said. All right. Okay. Alrighty. Let me wash my hands. Thank you guys so much for all this. Let's go raid out to somebody. I know we got some shit going on. There's some people I like streaming. So let's go bug them. I'm gonna have to send some pictures. You wanna send me a picture? Actually, after we shut it off, I want a close-up so I can get this going. But yeah, let me thank you guys again for everything. I hope you enjoyed, because this was chaotic and silly and a lot of fun. And I'm hoping next time, I don't know what we're gonna do next cooking stream, but we're gonna make something work. We're gonna make something work. So let me find someone to raid into, and we'll get to have some silly nonsense. Let me see who is around. Wait, I can think of. Oh, Mirror? One of the rare times I'd be able to raid into Yomi. I'll have to send her a picture too. Raid. That's a little weird. There's not that many people on my personal friends list that are streaming. Actually, let's go raid Mirror. He's playing Paper Mario 1000 Year Door. That's a good one. And once again, guys, later today, after we clean up, I'm going to be talking with Knight, but there's a distinct possibility I may be playing some Mouse PI. Because I missed it the one day that I wanted to. Man, this is just, I can't, we gotta raid out first. We gotta raid, then I'm hungry. Knight, I'll talk with you later. Yeah, thank you, Flame Wheel, Wingus, Dingus, Fiera, Spring Draco. We got Tori. We got a lot of people. Thank you, everyone. Thank you for the raid, Seth, if you're still around. Incredible Funk, Cayenne, everybody. You guys, it's been absolutely fantastic. How about not a moth ray? No. No. Just say open wide. Open wide. No, actually, that's just even worse. What is our raid message going to be, guys? What is our raid message going to be when we go? God. No. What do Transformers and sushi chefs have in common? Rollout. Let me see. Oh my god, can I get that in time? Open wide, here comes no, that oh no, not Roll Tide. That could no. No. Oh, all right, there we go. Okay, goodbye. Ah, damn. Alrighty. Well, okay, goodbye, guys. Where's my end screen?